Unfortunately, this is the best that we can do on our island because the internet here on the island is awful, even though we have really, really good internet.
So I'm just doing all my item management. It's a big part of the game.
Yes, very important. So now that first part is done, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my YouTube account.
It's a pity we can't just fuse them together, but oh well.
Yeah, if we wanted to sit there for 2 million years for my editing system to process it.
Oh no. Damn, I killed 2 crows with my one blowing of that thing.
Cinnamon Coke. I've not had cinnamon Coke, but then again, like we said, we're not exactly avid soda drinkers.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with cinnamon Coke, actually. Pretty fire, huh? Now, when you say it's cinnamon, does that mean it's like the spicy kind of cinnamon or the
sweet kind?
The sweet kind. This is a sweet kind, okay. I mean, I might have to try it.
Yeah, Kenny has a sweet tooth.
A little bit, yeah. I've been really working hard on cutting back on the sweets again because I'm really working on losing my weight. I've got some equipment at work that we use to help get rid of them. I actually have full-on lasers doing lipolysis on my fat.
It seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider.
It's one of the nice things. I was joking with my brothers about how I'm going to be the first man in the Averitt family to get rid of the pudge that we get once we reach a certain age. It's like no matter how much working out you do or dieting you do, you have the pudge.
Same blood.
And plus, Kenny wants to basically be my trophy husband for when we go to France next year for my absinthe festival. It's going to be fun. Neither of us have been to France before, so it's really, really cool that we're finally going to go.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds friggin' delicious. Oh, man.
Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
See,
apparently, there's a religious cult group involved.
I really
They're
like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I also really like cookie dough, which is Adrian's favorite.
Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
Can you do me a huge
but
favor
you're okay,
and
right?
get me the code on your phone that got
He could have killed me, but he let me live.
For Twitch.
And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood.
I also really love American Dream by Stephen Colbert.
There are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
He can't stand mint. Yeah, cookie dough and Oreo is really, really good, but honestly, cookie dough has my heart because...
There's the code.
Waiting for it.
Yeah, I'll let you hold on to my phone. You know my phone password too, so. Uh-oh. Never mind, can't take the green herb. Want to see something funny?
Yes.
So you know how we watched that big guy walk into this room? If you can end up going back in the room and he just fucks with you some more.
Yeah. So he's like a different version of Mr. X?
No.
Or is he just a dude?
Oh! You got your copy of the book, huh?
Oh, sweet. Fantastic. You need to read it. It's really good. My first story the first story in that book was my favorite. But if you're a really big fan of dark fairy tales or dark twists on fairy tales, you're really going to like it.
Caught this guy in the bathroom.
Literally caught him with his pants down.
Well, thankfully his pants were on.
That was a joke.
I know it was a joke. I too was joking.
Sorry guys, I'm trying to get our first part of the stream from this evening to get uploaded to my YouTube channel.
We believe in you.
You're the best, honey.
Well, I was talking to RC Scott, but chainsaw bitch. I'm going back in here. I don't think he's dead, so we're just gonna get ready for him. Oh, here he is.
Oh boy. No problem with you? Woo! There you go.
Making sure Chainsaw Man is dead. Oh my god, he is still going after all those grenades. What the hell? How much do I have to shoot you before you die? There we go. There we go. Now he's dead. RC, alright. Could have sworn one of these Lord Sadler portraits had a secret safe behind them. Is it the one in here? No. Not the one there. Okay, I guess never mind. I'm just crazy. I don't know if there's gems that fit into that, but... Favorite color, food, and animal? So for me, black or purple for color. Kind of depends on if you're one of those people, you know, oh, black doesn't count as a color. Animal, straight up, is a cat. 100%.
Kenny is literally
Crazy cat
a
man.
crazy cat.
Favorite food.
Do you like pizza?
Bacon. I'm gonna go with bacon. I know it's a stereotypical, bacon makes everything better kind of answer, but I really like bacon. I'll eat a whole plate of bacon just by itself. So this is the question was for you too. So
Okay. Favorite color, black, but I also like red and black's not a color, it's a shade. Favorite food? I'd have to say mac and cheese.
mac and cheese is cool.
It's fantastic. Animal? It's hard to say. I guess it depends on my mood. Sometimes it's a raven. Sometimes it is dogs. Sometimes it's a precious kitty cat.
Well, I feel like favorite animals is just your favorite type of animal, and I don't think Precious counts as her own kind of animal.
But she's a class unto herself.
Yeah, that's fair. There's a donut with peanut butter and bacon on it. I'm conflicted on the peanut butter or the donut, bacon donut things because I've had them a few times. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. It really just depends on if they're doing. I like how they're smart enough to actually dodge or move around at least.
Instead of just lurching forward.
Yeah. But I prefer the donuts with bacon on them if they're real fine bacon bits compared to big chunks of bacon.
Italian beef sandwich. Nice.
Ooh.
Three
Turtles,
legs,
rolls, and
rolls,
elephants.
and elephants. Nice. Okay. I can dig that.
Ooh, I'm also out of shot. Okay. Looks like we're going with the rifle for a little bit.
Damn it! I
Oh,
wish
that's
these
a big one.
fuckers would shut the fuck up. I hate them.
Yeah, those fireworks are... I mean,
Thankfully Precious isn't too bothered by them, but I know
Yeah.
other people who have pets that are really bothered by fireworks, and this is bullshit. At first when it was happening, Precious was just like, no, I gotta go hide to the bed.
yeah, Precious is calmed down. She understands. That
She
she's
understands that there are assholes out there that will not stop this bullshit.
Okay, what's these last ones? Use screws. I think everyone's been dealing with the fact that their neighbors are doing fireworks. I actually saw one person post on Facebook, who else has been having fireworks for the last week or so? Or neighbors, specifically neighbors with fireworks. There we
Thankfully
go.
it stops by like our bedtime, but even still it's fucking annoying.
Of course, we stay up pretty late.
video is uploaded.
Nice.
And I updated all of my information.
Yeah, that's the thing, is as long as people are understanding that, hey, you can't do this so late in the middle of the weekdays because people are working and stuff like that, it's not so bad. But I mean, honestly, if I ever actually went to bed at the time that I should go to bed, I'd be pretty pissed about when they do these things. But like right now, technically, if I was working tomorrow, I should go to bed right now, but I never do. I like staying up for when Adrian gets home and stuff like that.
Yeah, if I'm not working
Something
too
that
late.
might interest you. Got a selection of good things on sale.
What do I do for work? I am the office manager
What are
for
you
a
selling?
chiropractic office. I've been working there
Is that all,
for
stranger?
just over a year.
Is that all, stranger? Is that all?
Here we go.
Thank you.
And I work at Taco Bell.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the
Significantly
moment.
What are you
dignified.
buying?
Well, but you're only there for the time being. You're gonna
Yeah,
be-
the thing is, I got my phlebotomy license a while
Is that
ago.
all?
I just do not feel safe enough working in a medical facility right now for the virus.
Yeah.
So I'm
Thank you.
not down for that. And I would much rather not
What are you
increase
buying?
our chances of me bringing home the virus if Kenny is also working in a
Is that
medical
all?
office.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because if he can't work and I can't
Is
work,
that all?
we're fucked.
Is that all?
Yeah.
What
But
are
I
you
think we'll be
buying?
fine. Yeah, I've worked there for a little over a year.
Is that all,
I
stranger?
really like the job.
Thank you.
It has its stresses,
Is that all?
Um,
Is that all?
but
Thank
it's definitely it's rewarding. I actually like working with people. I feel
Kenny
like
is very much a people person.
yeah.
Stripware and aluminum.
Hey, I used to be a stripper too. Just it wasn't aluminum. What it was is I worked in a factory, and one of the tasks that I had was we made plane parts for Boeing. More like the plastic parts though. And there's this particular type of thing that we made where you had to split the rubbery plastic from the hard plastic, so that was stripping. And then I also had to grind for about 12 hours a day. So this grinding and stripping was my job for about 3 months. 12-hour shifts. It was awful. And yes, Departed One, people are dicks.
People are fucking dicks.
People are fucking dicks.
Yeah, fucking. I don't care who you are. There is no reason for you to pull out your gun at a drive-thru. No fucking reason. I don't care who you are. There was no reason for him to do that, and Kenny and I agree, even though he wasn't there when I told him about it after the fact. He was just like, no, there was no fucking reason for him to have a gun out. And the only reason why he took it out was to intimidate you after him bitching about us fucking up his order 3 times in a row. It's bullshit. It is fucking bullshit. Called the devil because she needed help in self-checkout and didn't want my help. What a bitch. What a fucking bitch. I am so sorry.
In regards to RC's statement about the Windy City, I'm not particularly familiar with it other than reputation. I've never been to that part of the country, so. fireworks.
I wish all these people lighting off fireworks would just light their dicks on fire so they could stop.
I also wonder how they have that kind of money just to literally make explosions.
Yeah, right?
I don't have that kind of, who has that? Fireworks are expensive. Woo! No, customers can be nice, but it kind of depends on the job you got.
Yeah, with me working in a drive-thru, it's nice that we can keep our customers out of the store, but still, I hate it when they try to force their way in. I hate it when they try to bully us. I hate it when they keep asking us, when are you guys gonna open up the shop yet? Never!
Never, ever.
If you're gonna keep being a prick about it, and if you're gonna stop wearing your masks, we're not gonna let you in. Fuck you! Because seriously, now that, the island specifically is in phase 3 now.
Phase 3, yeah.
Yeah, the island is in phase 3. The rest of Washington State is in phase 2 still. So, because we're in phase 3, people are getting a false sense of security, and less people are wearing masks. And I'm noticing that more and more with my customers in the drive-thru. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit, babe.
Yeah.
But of course, Kenny is really good at calming me down when I'm all wound up from work. It's one of the reasons why he's just so wonderful and I'm with him.
Oops.
No holiday compared to... Yeah. Well, I found someone in France who wants to help with the t-shirt.
Well, I did it. I highlighted everything.
Four. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Because there's 3 families. I'm just highlighting the whole thing. I forgot the puzzle. Give me a minute. I gotta find the particular ones that got twin gravestones. So the Amish looking one.
Yes.
Yes.
Y looking thing. V.
Yeah, so MSV, those are the ones I need to highlight.
MSV.
There we go. Famous haunted places on our island?
Definitely Coopville has a lot of, like, allegedly haunted, spots. And every year they do a,
Haunting of Coopville.
yeah, Haunting of Coopville for Halloween, but unfortunately because of the virus this year, they may not do it. They've canceled the Coopville Arts and Crafts Festival. But yeah, it's just like, I'm really glad that people are, or rather not people, but companies are now allowing their employees to wear masks to work. Because before, when the virus first started...
Well, yeah, when the virus first started, they didn't let people wear masks because
they were worried about putting off the customers.
Yeah, making the customers feel uncomfortable.
It's like, okay, I would rather make the customer feel uncomfortable than me get the virus, dumbass.
Yeah. You're the bathroom at your Taco Bell would be haunted. Heyo.
Heyo. Oh yeah.
But yeah, so when people ask me the same dumb question, I say it's because it's Corona. Yeah.
Because of Corona. How come you guys are opening yet? Corona. Get the fuck out of my face.
Got some rare.
Well, it looks like the seller right here is dressed perfectly for the Rona.
This guy is actually
Is that old stranger?
Really?
Yeah.
What are you buying?
What's this idiot with a Cockney accent doing in Spain?
That's actually part of his speak. Nobody knows. But no,
what are you buying?
What are you buying?
What
are you selling?
What are you buying? Come back, Eddie.
Yeah. So this is the special gun for shooting enough
time.
But yeah, there are a lot of really old bars in Coopville and in Oak Harbor. One of them in Coopville, Toby's, has actually been there since the 1870s or 1890s or something. Really old. So I imagine that bar is probably haunted. Sandra Bullock also played pool at that bar when she was here filming Practical Magic.
Yeah.
She's like, hey man, can I play some pool in here? Shoot a couple games?
Hunnigan, it's Leon. The door's locked. I can't get in.
Didn't they teach you how to pick locks at the academy?
Yeah. There's some sort of indentation, like something might fit inside.
Well, there's no use standing around. Leon, you have to find some way or something to get inside.
Here, which was built in 1929. The Capitol Theater in our hometown of Yakima was also built in the 1920s. There was a fire there, and it's supposedly haunted by the ghost of a stagehand named Shorty.
Ahí está!
Oh yeah. Aha.
I felt you jump.
Yeah, because once you get to this part of the game, there'll be a snake in boxes from time to time, and then the snake jumps out and bites you. So when I work, people want to touch me more during this. I swear they touch. Yeah, I'm part of longing for touch right now.
Of course, lucky me, I can get touched by Kenny whenever I want.
Yeah.
Hell, he even helps me wash my hair. I like to brag to my girlfriends about that. Just like, hey, he helps me wash my hair.
I do.
And he enjoys it.
¡Agárralo!
favorite horror movie?
Ooh.
Ooh, that is a rough question. So definitely one of my top horror movies is the Silent Hill movie. I know it's not exactly like phenomenal, but I felt that they did a really good job with a lot of the camera work being so true to the original game. Shaun of the Dead, it's hard to count that as a horror movie considering how much of it is a comedy, but I just love Shaun of the Dead.
I would say my favorite horror movie, and just favorite movie of all time, really, is tied between Silence of the Lambs and Crimson Peak. Though some people would not call Crimson Peak a horror movie, some people would just be like, it's not scary enough to be a horror movie, and I'm just like, get over it, bro. The Babadook was really good.
Yeah, I saw the Babadook.
I've not seen the Babadook yet.
Yeah. Duke.
Got some rare
Yes, Crimson
things
Peak was
on
amazing,
sale,
and it's
Street.
perfect
What are you
proof
buying?
that horror can be
Not
beautiful.
enough cash, stranger.
It is like one of the most stunning movies ever made, and
What
I'm
are you
sad that it
selling?
didn't get enough attention at the time that it was made. I'm just so upset about that. At the very least, it should have gotten nominated for an
Is that
Academy
all,
Award
stranger?
for
Is
either
that
production
all,
design or
stranger?
costume design.
Is that all?
For fuck's sake.
Thank you.
And it's also a movie where it had the most historically accurate costumes I've ever seen. Especially considering that they were crossing over fashion from two different time periods, even within the span of like a couple of decades. That was the most impressive thing to me. Halloween and The Thing. Nice.
Yeah, I really like the kind of body horror, that was involved with The Thing, the sequel, the stuff wasn't nearly as good, really, but, John Carpenter's The Thing was a solid movie.
Fucking John Carpenter.
Yeah. I think I see a theme here since you're saying you like the original Halloween and then The Thing. Where's that? Oh, there's like a thing I'm supposed to do to... The worst horror movie?
The new Evil Dead.
Oh, you know what? I think that's my favorite. That's probably my favorite horror movie. It's Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 3 is well, Army of Darkness. Is a little too much comedy, I think, for me to count it as horror. So, granted, that's a separate statement. But in terms of worst horror movie, Adrian really didn't like the new Evil Dead.
Yeah,
So this is going to sound really rude, but the worst horror movie that I have seen is from this local group in our area that's decided they want to make movies. They have been making just garbage stuff and cranking it out on the internet, and it's awful because they keep posting things like, this is the best channel on YouTube, these are the scariest movies, and it's, quite frankly, they are some awful things, and I've been really embarrassed because I almost got involved in the projects, and I almost got Adrian involved in the projects, because when we found out the name of the director, we looked up their name, and the thing is, there's another director with the same name but with a different spelling. The one that has different spelling has, better projects, quite frankly. They're B movies, very clearly B movies, but they're better B movies at least. So the ones that are here, I'm going to be nice, I'm not going to name them.
No, Kenny's not interested in spilling the tea.
Yeah, I'm not going to name them mainly because there's always a possibility that that one of them sees the video. They'll still get pissed just because I mentioned it, but yeah, it's just god awful stuff. They make me cringe, and it's really hard to deal with it. Like it makes me cringe so much. I will say this about the Leprechaun movies. At least they had, what's his name? Warwick Davis. Like, probably the most famous orcs ever. Actor.
The Exorcist is really good. Have you ever seen Exorcist?
I'll be honest, I've not actually watched it, but I've seen everything about it.
Okay.
So it's almost like I've watched the movie without actually watching it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone thinks they're the shit when they're in middle school.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so cool, I'm so unique. That's not a slight on you, I'm just saying that's fucking everyone when they're in middle school or junior high or something.
Yeah, no, if I could go back in time and punch middle school Kenny, I'd do it, even though it'd be technically child abuse. Hey, you know what? Bug Voodoo Child, I'm a filthy weeb too, so don't worry about that. Snake! Woo! I'm more scared about the damn snakes in this game than I am the friggin' zombies. Well, they're not zombies. Parasite. Oh, trust me, I've embraced the weakness as well. I like watching the oh shit! I thought you were dead. God.
Kenny actually really enjoyed, and I think a lot of people kind of agree with him on this, where he likes The Curse of La Llorona more than he likes The Nun.
I feel you there, man. I think everyone went through that. Any weeb's gone through that. Damn it!
Inside and Martyrs. Okay. That's not okay.
Okay, come on. Come on, guys. Come on in. So, Bug Voodoo Child, I want to ask, with you being a weeb, what would you say one of your favorite anime is? And if so, and do you have any recommendations? I've really fallen off watching my shows. Ghost in the Shell, yeah. Ghost in the Shell is so freaking good. I still need to show Adrian Ghost in the Shell, actually.
Yeah.
Now, are you more of a fan of the movie, or are you a fan of the standalone complex more? Or any other iterations? I've been hearing a lot about Rising of the Shield Hero. It's kind of on my list. I had a friend who told me I really needed to watch Hunter x Hunter. Oh, the Hetalia? Oh, yeah, nah. Serial Experiment Lane, that's classic. I used to have it on DVD. Yeah, Standalone Complex, I personally feel is actually better than the movie. And I love the movie, but I just love Standalone Complex so much. Attack on Titan. I liked Attack on Titan a long time ago.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Kenny
I
loves it.
love One Punch Man so much. Oh, I love Goblin Slayer. In regards to the live action Ghost in the Shell, I haven't watched it. I'm just too nervous about it because I love the show so I love it so much. I just don't want to see Scarlett Johansson really do that role.
I thought you liked her.
Scarlett Johansson's okay. Just it depends on the roles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Promised Neverland, I've seen some stuff about that. Damn, I have way too much ammo in this game. I'm just gonna... I'll just have to start dropping things. Vampire Knight, Adrian actually used to like Vampire Knight when she was a teenager, she told me.
Yep, I was ashamed to admit it because I thought she was going to judge me and call me stupid for liking that shit.
Nah. I just finished Demon Slayer. I really liked it. I thought it was very well done artwork. And yeah, you're right. We all start somewhere. And there's a YouTuber I really like. His name's Giga. And he points out that whatever we started with is what we feel is like the golden era of anime, kind of. Sec here.
Hey, Precious.
And yeah, I've looked back and seen anime that I loved as a kid and gone, oh man, that is actually some garbage. Akame ga Kill, I watched that, yeah. I liked the ending to that a lot because it actually threw me for a loop. And as Adrian can attest, I tend to be able to guess what's going to happen next in most shows and movies.
In most shows and movies, he does the same exact fucking thing my dad does. It's so funny. There are a lot of qualities about my dad that are kind of reflected in Kenny, and I don't mean to say that in a weird way.
So Vampire Hunter D is fantastic. I love the original Vampire D. I liked Bloodlust. I have a huge amount of the books that they were based off of. Akira is, of course, classic. Ninja Scroll I haven't actually watched. I had it on a bootleg copy of it. I just never got around to watching it. But you may continue about your dad. My apologies. There's one day.
Yeah, so Kenny has a lot of the positive attributes that my dad has, but not necessarily in a creepy way. It's more like, oh hey, my dad's really calm and chill and kind of doesn't over-exaggerate things. My dad's pretty quiet, he's pretty quiet, and I appreciate that. That thing with, about you guessing what's going to happen in movies. Calling Dr. Freud.
Also, so Michelle the Vampire Queen, Castlevania, Adrian and I really liked that.
I love Castlevania. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's my favorite anime.
Yeah. In regards to Cyber God, Evangelion, I have watched that so many times. I legitimately, so there was a summer as a kid where I got pneumonia, and so I couldn't go out. I basically had to just stay home, and what I did was I watched Evangelion every day from start to finish, because I had the ADV DVD set. I actually still do have it, and it's really hard to get your hands on it. But I love Evangelion. I've got a bunch of Eva figures and stuff like that. I've watched the series more times than I can recall, really. Hellsing, yes, I love Hellsing. I've got all the manga. I've got the entire original series in a box set. I also have not only the original series, but I also have all of Hellsing Ultimate on Blu-ray.
I gotta take my medicine.
Adrian will be right back. God, I love Hellsing. Hellsing's probably one of my all-time favorite anime, actually. But yeah, Evangelion is really good. It's real messed up, you know. I will say I'm really disappointed in how the remake movies they have come out with have turned out. I thought the first two were great. And yes, manga is a huge investment. That's one reason why I was happy that Hellsing was really short. It was only 13 novels, so I didn't have to worry about, forever. Oh, oopsies, I got turned around. I mean, shit, I started out with One Piece as like a, middle schooler or whatever. I'm glad I stopped reading One Piece because that thing's so far along now, it's ridiculous. But, yeah, anime, I literally have spent thousands of dollars on anime. I have an insanely big collection, and I've got one, Urusei Yatsura, and it's 62 DVDs. I got them for $200 because I basically bought them from a person who didn't realize what they had, and I think the pricing is changing now that they're starting to get on. They're getting redone with Blu-rays, but the pricing for these were around $2,000 when I got them, because these were the full box sets. They came in box sets of 5, 6 when it came to the movies and OVAs. Trigun Classic, I've got that on DVD or Blu-ray. I can't remember if I have it on DVD or Blu-ray, but I got Trigun. RC One Piece, I really liked it as a kid. I dropped it because I saw how it just kept going. I also think that the characters got a little weird. Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is an 11 out of 10. I haven't shown Adrian it yet, but I really truly believe Bebop is one of the absolute best anime that has ever been created and ever will be created. Bebop was my shit. Samurai Champloo, I will say I have not actually finished it. I don't have a problem with it. I start having moments where I feel like I don't have enough time and I don't finish the shows that I'm watching. Also, check it out, babe. First boss of the game.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
I might have to. Oh, I love Full Metal Alchemist. I've got the entire original series on DVD and then Brotherhood on Blu-ray. Get back in the boat! Get back in the boat! Get back in the boat!
Back in the fucking boat! Son of a bitch!
I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Tokyo Ghoul, I watched some of that. I never actually finished it. Oh, fuck. Knocked me out again. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do to fight this guy. Remember, I've been hit him with, there we go. Sorry if I get quiet, guys. I'm trying to make sure I don't die here. Yeah. Yeah, he does move real fast, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's it.
I'm throwing it at him. Isn't that like porn though? The Erotica Doji? I remember a coworker of mine trying to get me to watch that. He's like, hey, you gotta watch this Erotica Doji, it's crazy, man. I'm like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Tentacle scenes, of course.
Yeah. How about the tentacle stuff first? There we go, I got him. Great spectacle. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, baby, that square. Precious! Are you in the corner being cute?
She always is cute.
Yeah, it's true. She's always cute.
I'm trying to think of some other, like, real gold anime. Inuyasha, yes. So, Inuyasha is actually made by the same person who did the Urushi Yatsura anime that I've got. Rumiko Takahashi. And she has done a lot of fantastic stuff. She did Inuyasha, Ranma 1/2, Urushi Yatsura. She had some other smaller ones. It was called Rumiko's World. And it was just small little one-off OVAs. And she had one that was called Fire Tripper that I really liked. Laughing Target, which was the Laughing Target one was kind of a horror one. But Inuyasha is a classic. I've heard they're actually making a new sequel series. I don't know how I feel about that. Mainly because Rumiko Takahashi is not very good at doing endings.
No.
Oh god. Boku no Pico. I've never watched it, but there's a YouTube video that there's a YouTube video I watched about that. You guys are, yo! You may have seen the video. It's, DBZ, I liked as a kid. I really did enjoy it when I was a kid. Not so much now. I don't have a problem with it. I just feel like there's a lot of filler episodes. There's a lot of just episodes where they're powering up.
It's been 6 hours since our last transmission. I was starting to get worried.
Don't you mean lonely? Anyway, I started to feel dizzy, and I guess I must have lost consciousness.
Do I have?
Lost consciousness? Maybe that has some connection to what the
Cell
village
Saga
chief
was
was
good,
talking
yeah.
about.
I still feel like
I'm all right now.
the way
I'm
that
gonna
the Cell
continue my
Saga
mission.
ended was kind of stupid. Where it's like Goku's like, "Oh yeah, no, I've almost beaten Cell, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna give him a Senzu bean so that I can make my son fight him." It's like, why? Why would you do this? If you've ever watched the abridged series, DBZ Abridged, I love that series so much. They are so funny, and it's just perfect. Really. Yeah, a lot of people do. I forgot about it when I was a kid, and then I got older. I was like, oh man, that was really stupid. Why would he do that? Stars or treasure? I missed a bunch of treasure. Oh well, I'll be back on the boat later.
Hey, Kenny and I are not that young, okay?
I mean, at this point, I'm almost, I'm going to be 26 here soon. I'm an old man now.
No.
That's messed up.
Look at this handsome man right here. Look at him. Do you see this man right here?
You don't have to show me off. They can see me.
He's all mine.
Yo! And I was like, yo! I do have to find Man Bush. Thank you very much.
He has a wonderful face, man bush. I'm not sure if I want a whiskey or if I want another glass of wine. I'm not even sure you finished your
Got
whiskey
some
earlier.
rare
finished
things on. What are you selling?
You think I'm gonna let that whiskey go to waste? That stuff's expensive.
Good whiskey.
Okay, so I keep that so I can put it on something.
It's pecan whiskey.
Yeah. It's really good.
So good.
Tales from the Crypt, that's a classic show.
My teachers asked me that when I was growing up, when I was
What are you
one,
buying?
and I always said Dark Shadows.
And then they were
fucking
like,
love Dark Shadows.
lame.
And I'm just like, fuck
Is
you
that all?
guys. Dark Shadows is
Thank
awesome.
You know, what's funny is I actually used to spend my summers helping my grandpa cut down trees.
Not enough cash.
So I'm happy to say that the beard's not just for show. There's, I've actually put in the work.
It's true, he has. And
What are you
when he puts on
buying?
his plaid or flannel or shit like that, he very much embodies the typical Pacific Northwestern male.
Yeah.
He's got the glasses, he's got the beard. He doesn't have tattoos yet, but
Yeah, I don't know about tattoos. If I get any tattoos, I might do Dark Souls. But,
which I'm totally okay with.
It's about all I can think about that I do is Dark Souls. Maybe an anime or two. Uh-oh. I'm at max capacity. I see a lot of Dr. Squatch online. I have been thinking about getting some because I hear a lot of good things.
Are they cruelty free? I
What
do
are
not
you
have tattoos
buying?
yet, but I have my first tattoo appointment on Wednesday the
Not enough
26th of
cash,
this month.
stranger. What are you selling?
To answer your question, yes, the beard is my source of power.
Is that all, stranger? Is that all? What are you buying? Is that all?
Oh shoot! I was hoping it would be. There we go. I got it. Oh, I wasted all those bullets then. Forgot I didn't. Nah, I got
Dr.
rid of
Squatch is the shit. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I hear a lot of good stuff about Dr. Squatch. So.
I guess I'll have a whiskey.
Yeah, go ahead and just use my glass.
I was planning on using your glass.
Save those dishes.
I love you.
So they, that's really cool, actually. I've got a younger brother that really loves Batman. Pretty much all his tattoos are Batman related. I think the only ones that are not Batman related are the ones that are for his kids.
Fireworks, son of a bitch!
The gift starter kit comes with a soap tray carved from the souls of the finest wood pine in North America. That sounds nice, actually.
But
The
yes,
puzzle box from Hellraiser. That's actually not a bad one.
But yes, I am getting my first tattoo later this month, and I'm really excited about it. It is going to be on my right thigh, but I promised Kenny I would not put it over my stretch marks because he likes the stretch marks. It's very sweet like that.
Uh-oh. Little dog things.
Yeah, on like the outer edge of my upper thigh and the area I have wicked stretch marks, but they're silver, so he likes them.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no!
Bitch.
Shotgun.
So, it's going to be a skull, a rose, and a trouble cup. And it's going to say Amore e Morte, which in Italian means love and death. And it's going to have the signature of my favorite composer underneath it. And it's basically to signify what inspired me to pursue operatic voice to what led me here, which is pretty great. And when I told my voice teacher I was going to be getting a tattoo, she said, hey, make sure that you can cover it up. Make sure you can cover it up, because if you're going to be a lead female in a lot of these operatic roles, you may have to wear something revealing. And I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that, whatever.
Not a bad idea.
And honestly, the upper thigh is a really safe place to do it anyway, so.
So, the thing about the Resident Evil zombies, it's partly because it's such a powerful bioweapon, and it's constantly getting evolved because of the fact that it's, Umbrella's a bunch of evil bastards and they're like fucking with it. That being said, Resident Evil 4 is not dealing with zombies, actually. They're parasitic organisms that are, that they take over the host, basically.
But yeah, I'm really excited about my first tattoo. It's going to be done by an artist that is one of the best tattoo artists in Washington State and probably like America at this point. Fantastic. Okay, Victorian. Horror novella. I would love to do an introduction. Absolutely. I would be honored. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So no, actually, these parasites are actually something that had already existed before Umbrella was ever created. They lived deep underground in this Spanish area, and they were opened up. The Sadler, Lord Sadler, led this mining expedition to find them. So they're not actually related to the Umbrella Corporation at all. It's not until later games, I think, that they actually did, if I remember right, Ada at the end of this game steals the thing to give it to Wesker, and then Wesker goes and, spoilers, but, yeah, it's later on that they start being more infused with the virus, but these right now are actually natural organisms. Horrifying natural organisms.
I just posted the previous part of many people that we just did.
Yeah.
Yep. I've only lost 2 subscribers. Yay.
Yay! Only you do me a favor. Keep an eye out to see when this thing turns off. If it you know how we occasionally have the issue where it just stops in the middle?
Yeah.
Brie Larson has a YouTube channel.
Who the fuck's Brie Larson?
She's Captain America. Or no, not Captain, excuse me, Captain Marvel.
Okay.
And then she did a bunch of other movies. I can't remember anything else she's done personally, but...
I've not heard about it, so I can't really comment.
So I don't know why anyone would be super excited about it, but... I hear dog things down there. Gotta shave off your Liberty spikes, huh?
Oh dear.
That sounds like it sucks. Wow, Google is just retarded tonight. Ooh, yeah.
Oh my god, the shepherd!
Google.
It's a shepherd. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so cute!
Yeah, I know that a lot of people hate her because I guess she's made some... I guess what they construed as uber feminazi remarks or something like that.
Oh man, that sucks. Yeah,
I don't know how much truth is to that. I've never seen what the whole thing was. But yeah, you have a great night, CyberDog.
Yes,
it's always
night.
It's
Thank you so much.
Nice having you here.
Thank you so much for joining us. You've been amazing.
Oh shoot, it's almost 11 o'clock. We might, after I beat the next boss, I'll probably just shut it off anyway. Figure might as well finish to the next thing here. But yeah, have fun shaving your spikes, I guess. Well, that was easy. That's what you get. She did make some misandrous comments, but who cares? Men and women have dogged each other since the beginning. I just laugh at it. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Everyone says stuff like that, but I've just never, I've never been like, oh, I don't like her, but I've also never been like, oh, I love her so much. I felt that the Captain America or Captain Marvel movie just wasn't that good. Like, I liked Samuel Jackson, of course, but I felt like when they're like, oh, the Krull are actually good guys.
Ashley's safety is our immediate
If I remember, I
priority.
don't remember that being the situation. In fact, I remember them being real evil. Or I think, or is it Skrull? I don't remember.
No idea.
I just remember them being bad guys in the comics. And so I was like, okay, they're making their own take on it. I understand they do that. But just it didn't speak to me, you know what I mean?
Oh. Wow.
Well,
Apparently, the distillery that the French artist who made this T-shirt that I'm getting my paws on for designed it for the distillery owned by the guy who invited me to Boldalier for the judging.
Oh, that's really cool. You know what? Here's what we do. We get it when we go next year.
It's too late. I already got a hold of someone in France who's gonna.
Ah, well, that works too.
Help get my paws on it.
Well, I kind of understand why they did the movie with Captain Marvel, so that way they had someone super strong to bring in against Thanos.
What are you selling?
You know, but they also still realized that they couldn't use her too much, or they would, you know, make it to where there was no. There'd be no risk really if she was in the whole movie.
What are you buying?
But yeah, I can't believe that piece was done for the Pierre Guy distillery. That's fantastic. Everything's all interconnected, isn't that great?
Yeah, that's true, but they've already changed how Scarlet Witch came about anyway. Same with Quicksilver. In this one, they weren't mutants because they weren't allowed to have the X-Men involved technically at first, but...
Not enough cash, stranger. Is that all, stranger?
Actually, I'll save that.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you. Is that all? Thank you.
But yeah, I agree though. They haven't really used Scarlet Witch correctly. There's a couple characters they haven't used very well. But I will say I don't understand the point of the new Black Widow movie they're making, because it's a prequel for a character who's already dead, and it just seems silly. Kind of feeling like a third wheel here. Have any friends you can call up?
Hey man, you're fine where you are. I tried getting my friend Rory to join the chat earlier, but he said he couldn't, so... Yeah, Rory is my very wonderful absent friend who's very kind to provide me with samples of absinthe to review on my channel. Very kind, very, very kind.
Oh god, I hope it's not a clone thing. That would suck.
Well, unfortunately, this artist does not have an Instagram page. Unfortunate. But, yeah, fuck, I am so happy that that artist is the one who, or rather that she was commissioned by the PLP distillery to make that t-shirt. That's fantastic. Awesome advertising. Especially considering that he was the owner of this distillery that invited me to France for the absinthe tasting. That's female power.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't read any Marvel comics in years. I used to really like Ghost Rider. It's cool.
Kenny likes chin scratches.
I do.
Just like Precious does.
Oh, yeah, that sounded like a big one.
I wish these fuckheads would stop it, dude. It just... If you're wondering what significance the PLD distillery has, it's that that distillery is the one that made one of my favorite absinthes that I've ever had, called La Puta Italiana, which I reviewed at the end of 2019, and it's fucking wonderful. Even Kenny likes it, and he doesn't like absinthe. Oh, I'm here for it. It's what he typically says, but if he actually does like take a sip of absinthe and he's like, oh, I like it, it's really good.
Whoop. Savage Avengers. I'm not familiar with Brother Voodoo. I know everyone else. I'm gonna go fight the boss, and then I'll probably turn the game off because it's
Almost
11. Put something calming there. Took over as Sorcerer Supreme. Okay. I will say I really liked Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. I keep meaning to show that movie to Adrienne just because it's got Mads Mikkelsen and she loves him.
What are you selling? Ah. Thank you. What are you buying? Is that... What are you buying? Is that old?
No, I might like this image enough to get it as a tattoo of the t-shirt. That would be fucking cool.
Don't get too crazy with tats.
I know. I'll space them out, don't worry. And I'll make sure they're not stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, if you're wanting to hang it on a wall, I'm sure you wouldn't be having a problem with it being on my flesh.
It's debatable.
If you were a tattoo guy, would you want to get Seth MacKinnon's Bankrupt in Blood tattooed on you?
No, it's too big. And it doesn't... The part of, like... There, like, that piece of art... He'd have to dye so much of my skin black just to make it pop right. It would look awful as a tattoo.
Ay.
Well, you have a great night.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your episode of Standalone Complex, because I really do feel that's better than the original. More tattoos, the better. Listen, I'm not against tattoos, provided that they're good tattoos.
And they're not stupid.
Fitting tattoos. Tattoos that aren't stupid.
¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido, apúrense!
Ooh, that's so smooth. Oh. I need that right before a boss fight. A little bit of
Courage. Courage.
So I agree that tattoos are subjective, right? Except some are stupid. There was a woman who was once kicked out of Legoland because she had a tattoo Tinkerbell getting off on a light switch. But she had it on her, her calf. She's walking around wearing shorts and, well, obviously the parents complained because their kids were seeing this sexually explicit image. But there's my point of a stupid tattoo. You know?
And plus, this tattoo of mine is commemorative, and it's significant, and it's meaningful to me. It's not like it's gonna be someone's name on it. I mean, obviously someone's name is gonna be on it, but it's not for stupid reasons. It's not like, oh, I lost my virginity to this guy, I'm gonna have his name tattooed on my body. No, it's not like that. It's more like, this man's work is what inspired me to start singing. And singing is a really important part of my life, and I want to commemorate that on my flesh. And Kenny's okay with that idea.
Oh, shit.
You just got flung like a ragdoll, man.
So you want to see something cool?
Show me.
Remember that dog I saved?
Oh, he's gonna help you!
It's that dog.
Are they afraid of dogs or something?
The dog's just distraction.
Yeah, pretty gnarly. Left him a year later for her boss. Wow. That's pretty funny.
Oh. And he killed me. Oh, no, I'm alive. How am I alive? For the golden egg. Oh, shit. Fuck you, dude. Doc, distract him, damn it. That's what you're here for. It's the only reason I saved you.
But the dog's okay.
Have a
Shoot in
good
the
one,
ass.
RC.
Bye. Be safe, weirdos.
We are weirdos. Oh, hey, I see a Brenner. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Fuck. Stab him in the head. stabbing and cutting that is so much better than shooting it, but I killed him.
Where's the pooch?
Oh, he leaves. He's good. He's here for this fight, and then you never see him again.
Bummer.
Yeah.
But it's good you saved him.
It is good that I saved him. But really, he saved me.
It's reciprocation. Hey, Bridges. Are you the cutest cat who ever lived?
Always keep your guns loaded.
Always. Wait for you to run out. Just looking for a save point.
Oh, it'll give me a save point when I finish the chapter. So yeah, we're just gonna finish the chapter. We're gonna get to meet Ashley, the president's daughter.
Fun.
Which reminds me.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Bug Voodoo Child. You've been really fun, and we appreciate your questions and your commentary here.
I love the conversation involving anime.
Of course.
I'm a huge anime fan, and it makes me so happy to see that Adrian has anime fans amongst her followers and fans. Makes it to where I feel better about being such a nerd.
Honestly, though, a lot of alternative people, it's really not that unusual to see people who like anime among alternative people.
I'm just saying, I'm happy to see it because that's my wheelhouse, and now I have more to talk about.
Good night.
Have a great night.
And stay safe.
Stay safe out there.
It's crazy. Shit's insane. Is my ring light picking up my engagement ring, I wonder?
So watch the elapsed time. I want to see if it cuts. Bam!
Nice.
Did on the first try. I remembered the puzzle.
You're smart. You're smart.
Ashley.
Don't come!
Hey, take it
That's
easy.
what she said.
No! Get away!
Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the President's order to rescue you.
What? My father?
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me.
Did you ever see a movie in the... It's like a 90s or early 2000s
It's
movie
Leon.
called My
I've
Date
succeeded
with
in
the President's
extricating
Daughter?
my subject.
No.
Oh, oopsies. I cut off their talking. But this reminds me of it just because, you know, it's like it's got this horrible 90s song that goes with the movie. Now comes the part of the game that's difficult. Taking care of Ashley.
Yeah, that's it. Are you okay with me laying here, or should I move?
No, you're good. Want to see something hilarious?
Yes.
What the? She's not doing it.
She's not doing what?
Let's watch. What? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so there's usually like this thing she does where if you look up at her like this, she actually blocks her skirt and says calls you a pervert.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Weird. I wonder why it's not working.
Hey, what are you looking at?
There we
She did
go.
it.
There we go. What's funny is I found that out completely by accident, just because you look up to see, all right, what's going on, and then next thing you know, she's like, oh hey, stop that.
Who are you?
Stop that.
He stopped that.
If you must know,
That's what my mom would
my
like to
name
say
is
to my dog.
Osman
Well,
Sadler,
her
the
dog's now, I
master
guess.
of this fine religious community.
What do you want?
To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course. No longer will the United States think they can police the world forever.
Team
So
America World
we
Police.
kidnap the president's daughter in order to give her our power and then send her back.
No. Leon,
Get the
I
virus.
think they shot something in my neck.
Parasite.
What did you do to her?
We just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a party when she returns home to her loving father. But before that, I thought I might bargain with the president for some donation. Believe it or not, it takes quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running.
Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler.
Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that we gave you the same gift.
When I was unconscious.
Oh, I truly hope you like our small but special contributions. When the eggs hatch, you will become my puppets. Involuntarily, you'll do as I say. I'll have total control over your minds. Don't you think this is a revolutionary way to promulgate one's faith?
Sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me. You okay?
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it.
There we go. End of chapter.
Alrighty.
We'll save. We'll end the stream.
You guys have been amazing. We love you, and thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time.
Yeah. Possibly Sunday, because we're both off Sunday, too.
Yep, all I have to do on Sunday is film an absence review since I didn't get around to filming it today because makeup malfunction.
Yeah. But we hope you guys have a great night. For those in America, have a wonderful 4th of July. For the rest of everyone who's not in America, just enjoy your weekend.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.